We are live.
Prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech Thee to look with favor upon this Youth Impact Parliament. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in Thy sight. Give divine guidance to the Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of this youth parliament, the interests and wishes of the members may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. Amen.
Amen.
Honorable members, you're welcome to the fourth pilot sitting of the Youth Impact Parliament, Ugandan chapter. My name is Kauchi Waswa, the Deputy Speaker of Youth Impact Parliament, Uganda. And we are very sorry, our speaker has not been able to connect. Maybe he will join us later on the way. But since I'm the deputy speaker, I'll preside over the house. I honor the presence of our executive director. You're very welcome, and we're glad to have you on this platform. And also our new honorable member, Kato. He's also welcome on this platform. Without further ado, we will proceed to item 3 on the order paper, and that is the minutes of the third sitting. I would request the executive director to tell us what happened during the third sitting of the parliament. You're welcome, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I'm John Samega-Shebiglo, Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement. The third sitting, the third pilot sitting was a very short one. It was presided over by your good self, the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Kawoki Waswa, and we have some few honorable members in our midst. As the Speaker was unable to join. So we had prayers, communication, minutes of the second pilot sitting. There was no new youth MP present, so we couldn't swear in anyone. We went to deliberate about the leadership as well, noting that the youth MPs that have been put on the platform are not availing themselves to take their oaths and take the leadership portfolios. We reckon that something has to be done, and that action has been in play. Then we went ahead to debate on the motion, the same motion that we'll be debating for today. Hope for youth of Uganda. I made my remarks, and then the deputy speaker also made his remarks, and then from there we adjourned the house. These are the minutes of the third pilot sitting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Executive Director. I think we've heard well and very clearly what happened. We're grateful for that. Moving on to item 4, which is the swearing in of new members. I think we don't have any new members to swear in for now. Therefore, I will move on to item 5, which is deliberations.
Right, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I think was Honorable Kato sworn in. Was he sworn in any of our previous sittings?
Well, he was not sworn in the previous sittings and has not yet picked a position to lead or to sit.
So I think we can assign him a constituency and he can take his oath as a youth MP.
Okay. Honorable Kato, you can maybe you can introduce yourself and tell us where you come from, so we can assign you a place in our leadership, and you can swear in. So could you please tell us something about you and a position you're willing to sit in? Okay, welcome. Go speak. Welcome, Mr. Speaker. Well, my name is Kato, and I am from Kampala, Machinje. So pretty much that is where I'm from. I really don't know the vacant places here, but maybe later on I'll have to take up a position, probably. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Executive Director, I think we can assign him the position of majority, the lead of majority. I think that would be a good position for him, because I know he's a good speaker, though he's a little bit shy. I think he'll get along with us, and he'll know more about the Youth Impact Parliament.
Yes, Honorable Kato. So you'll be youth MP for. He said, "Is it Kampala Hot?" I didn't hear the constituency very well. Are you ready to be the majority leader? Are you okay with that position, or you will consider a different position?
Well, it is Kampala. Kampala.
Yes, you said Kampala something. I didn't hear the second name.
It's Machinje.
Yes.
Machinje.
So Kampala
Yes,
Machinje.
exactly.
That'll be your
I think
constituency.
Kampala.
Yeah. So do you want to be a majority leader, or you want deputy majority leader, or leader of minority party? Which of them do you think you can do?
Well, first of all, I would like to learn more about these roles, like what these people do in those positions, because I don't have knowledge about such positions. Maybe you can give more light on them and what they do.
Okay, the leader of the majority party is synonymous to the prime minister. Is the leader of government business. The leader of minority party is synonymous to opposition leader. And yes, just like that. Yes. And the deputy leader is assistant to the leader himself.
Okay, I guess I'll go with the majority position then.
Okay, good. Congratulations. I think the deputy speaker can now swear you in.
Okay. Congratulations. We finally have a leader of majority. We are happy to have you, Honorable Kato, on the platform. And I would request for the oath to be displayed on the screen, such that our new honorable, the leader of the majority, can take his oath. Please, Executive Director, I request you to put the oath up there. and so that we can have the honorable member sworn in.
Okay, give me a second. Let me just access it.
As we wait for the oath to be displayed, I would like to say that we are very few here today. It's because maybe some other honorable members are a bit busy, and others have also failed to join in. I don't know for what reasons. Some of them have not told us what the problem is. But maybe they will join us as we continue. At this point, I would like to request our new honorable leader of the majority to take his oath by reading the oath that is displayed on the screen. Tell us the way everything is, include your name, and just read it through, such that you sworn in. Right. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Now I will take my oath. I, Kapa Chibuga, having been appointed Youth MP of Youth Impact Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Youth Parliament Uganda as by law established, and uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the standing orders of Parliament and Constitution of the movement. So help me God. Congratulations, our leader of majority. You're welcome to the platform. Please always feel free to engage with us and always give your views. Because we are here to work together to make sure that at least we can be someone, or we can be in places that we have never been before, probably in leadership or any other thing. Thank you very much for swearing in, and we are really happy and glad to have you. Moving on to item 5, which is deliberation on leaders. Request our executive director to take us through on this item, and maybe throw more light on why we have this Youth Impact Parliament. Executive director, you can take over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I think the next time we would have to try using Zoom so that Mr. Speaker will be able to participate. I think we'll try using Zoom. So Youth Impact Parliament is actually a youth movement. It's a youth movement that creates the opportunity for youth to be groomed in parliamentary business, in public speaking, in leadership roles and norms and values in Africa. We have it started in Ghana and we have a chapter in Uganda. We are working on a chapter in India. Our social media handles are on Facebook, Instagram, X, which is formerly called Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube. So what we do is to provide opportunity for youth to be groomed in leadership roles. That is why the positions are there, and from this we even have the deputy speaker as a testament. When just like how Honorable Kato became the majority leader, that was how Honorable Right Honorable Kaoki became the deputy speaker at the first pilot sitting. And as of now, he's just very good at the job, and he can give testament that indeed Youth Impact Parliament is training him. Just like it's happening in Uganda, it's happening so in Ghana right now. The Ghanaian chapter, the rules are a lot. The committee rules are also numerous, and a lot of youths are appointed to hold these positions. And from there, they get to learn. They get to learn. I've been the speaker since 2021, but I'm currently doing my last term as speaker for the Parliament of the Ghanaian chapter. The Ghanaian chapter will be expanding to a two-chamber house. We will soon be starting a Senate, and if I go to the Senate, another person will become the speaker for the Parliament in Ghana, creating an opportunity for other people to also lead as speaker and then have that feel and learn from it. Uh, we are having a lot of opportunities, recognition from office holders, government officers in Ghana, and we are hoping that Mr. Speaker and Deputy Speaker in Uganda will identify one person for us to appoint as a patron for YIP Uganda chapter. We'll recognize that person to join the patrons, the 5 patrons that we have for the movement. The patrons are actually at the level of the movement. So, Youth Impact Parliament is the parliamentary branch of Youth Impact Movement. We have the humanitarian branch, which is Youth Impact Foundation. So, the movement is only one. It's only one in the entire world. But the parliament, we have international chapters. So in Ghana, we only have one parliament. And if we create a senate, the senate will only be one. We'll not have regional or state ones. It's just going to be one. And just as in Uganda, after we are satisfied that we are good enough to start a full parliament in Uganda, we'll dissolve the pilot parliament and then we'll start with the first parliament. So YIP Uganda was established in November last year, and by November this year, YIP Uganda will be 1 year old. YIP Ghana is actually started on 8th August 2021, but the movement started on 22nd April 2021. So the deliberation on the leaders, we need all the leadership roles occupied. Mr. Speaker and Deputy Speaker have been making a lot of rules to get a lot of people on the platform, but they are not really getting what we do. We need to groom people. The fear that some youths have in Uganda is it looks like we are grooming people to overtake Museveni or something like that. No, that is not what we are doing. We just want to groom people to be good leaders. Yes, to be good leaders because the people who are ruling Uganda right now will not be there forever. It is we, the youth, that will come and take after them. So we have to start training ahead. So we are not training to overtake Museveni or anything like that. So the people who are on the YIP Uganda platform, let's get them involved. Majority leader, leader of majority party, get them involved and speak to them that it is just an opportunity to build your portfolio, to build your capacity. Yes, it is an opportunity to build your capacity, nothing more, nothing less. If they want to see who we are, they should go to our social media handles, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, go on YouTube. You see all that we have been doing. We are a very transparent group and we don't hide anything we do. If you go on TikTok, you see the last inauguration that we held, the inauguration of the third parliament. The videos are there of the third parliament of YIP Ghana. The videos are there. We are doing nothing wrong. So they should not be scared about participating. When we are able to get people to fill all the leadership portfolios, and we are able to get at least some 5 or 10 additional youth MPs, then we can dissolve the pilot parliament and start a fully blown parliament. The pilot parliament concept is used as the foundation for any parliament. So YIP Ghana, we had our pilot parliament from 8th May to 8th August, where we held 3 pilot sittings before we dissolved it. And the Senate that will be starting in by January 2025 will inaugurate the first Senate. But the pilot Senate will span from uh, March 2024 to December 2024 because we need to test the Senate to see how viable it is and learn our loopholes before we inaugurate the first Senate. So for the Senate, we will have as much as 4 or 5 or 3 pilot Senate sittings to see how viable it is. And that is the same thing that we are doing here. So the concept of the pilot sitting or the pilot parliament is just to test the ground to ensure that things are ready before a full-blown parliament commence. So I want to task Mr. Speaker, of which he is already doing it. It's a deputy speaker who has already picked it. I want to task Kato to help the two of you to work on the youths that are on the group and let's add more people to the group. Let's add more people and let's fill the positions. When we fill the positions that are available, then we can dissolve the pilot parliament and start a fully blown parliament. And the time will come when the parliament is moving very well, because right now we are holding uh, virtual sittings. So when we are able to get a venue, then when we are able to get a venue for our first sitting, for our first physical sitting, one of you over there is supposed to record it so that we can upload. We record all our sittings always. Yeah, so when it is possible that all of you can gather for a physical sitting, that would be very nice. Maybe in the middle of the fully blown first parliament. And then we'll hold a physical sitting, you record it all, and then I'll download it. You have to stream it on Facebook so that I'll take it from there and share on all our social media handles. So this is the deliberation on leadership, and I want to congratulate Right Honorable Leonidas Asime and Right Honorable uh, Kaoki Waswa for doing very well since last year November. Sometimes he went off, but it's very normal because you have already explained to me that things in Uganda might be slow, but we'll surely get there. For me, I'm not disappointed at all. My hopes are still high because I know that it will work. So right now we are 3. You see, by the next pilot sitting, will be 4, will be 5, will be 6, and then we'll get to 20, just one by one, and then we'll start a fully blown parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Executive Director, for those really beautiful insights. We're happy to know where we came from and why we are here. You've told us everything. So I think now we fully understand why this movement exists and why the Parliament also exists. And we also have a glimpse on the future for where we're going. Thank you very much. Moving on to item 6 on the order paper, it's the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, the motion today is youth. That there is hope for youth in Uganda. That's the debate for today. Ladies and gentlemen, or honorable members, today, of course, one of the things that has brought us here is to engage in a thoughtful and critical discussion on this particular topic, hope for youth in Uganda. This motion is not just a statement, it represents the aspirations and challenges faced by young leaders in Uganda, and as we seek to shape the future of our nation. Uganda, like many countries, boasts a vibrant and dynamic youth population. According to the United Nations, over 75% of Uganda's population is under the age of 30. This demographic represents both an opportunity and a challenge. On one hand, it signifies the immense potential and energy that young Ugandans bring to the table. On the other hand, it underscores the urgency of addressing the unique issues and barriers that we as the young people encounter as we strive to assume leadership roles. In this debate, we will explore various facets of this complex issue. We will hear arguments in favor of the motion, probably also those who are not in favor of the motion, and we will also hear counter arguments, shedding light on the obstacles and hurdles we face. It is our hope that this debate will not only provide insights into the current state of affairs, but also inspire us to actively support and empower the young leaders. The outcome of this debate is not just a matter of words, it has the potential to influence policies, decisions, and actions that can impact the lives of the countless young Ugandans who aspire to lead their nation towards a brighter future. So without further ado, I invite all of you to lend your ears, your voices, and your perspectives as we embark on this important journey of dialogue and discovery. I firmly believe, personally, that the potential and resilience and determination of Uganda's youth can pave the way for a brighter future in leadership. First and foremost, let us acknowledge the demographic reality in Uganda. Like their country or for our country. In conclusion, honorable members, I firmly believe that in Uganda, the potential of Uganda's young population, combined with the evolving political landscape, support programs, and digital opportunities, all point to a promising future. While the road may be challenging, the determination, innovation, and passion of Uganda's leaders, young leaders, will continue to drive positive change and inspire hope for a better Uganda. Therefore, I acknowledge the immense potential that lies within Ugandan leaders. With all those few words, I would like to open the debate to the House, and maybe you give us your insights, and we know maybe which side you're on. What can you tell us? What can we learn from you, or anything? We just want to know your insights such that these things can help us move forward. Thank you. The debate is open to the public. Honorable members, you're free to debate.
Honorable Kato, want to speak before me? I wish for Mr. Deputy Speaker, I wish for Honorable Kato, the leader of the majority party, to speak before I speak. Thank you.
It's all right. Honorable leader of the majority, please, you can give us your insights about this motion. If you've forgotten the motion is hope for youth in Uganda. That is the motion. So you can give us your insights. It's okay whether you're opposing or proposing. We just want to know your insights, where you're falling, and what do you think? Do we still have hope or not? So the floor is yours. All right. Deputy Speaker, thanks for giving me this opportunity. So I am going to give my view about the motion. Well, today I stand before you to propose the motion. So there is hope for youths in Uganda. I firmly believe that despite all the challenges and the obstacles faced by the youths in Uganda, there is indeed a glimmer of hope, and I will present several compelling reasons to support this assertion. First and foremost, let us acknowledge the determination and resilience of Uganda's young generation. They possess an innate spirit of perseverance and a hunger for progress. This spirit is reflected in the countless stories of young Ugandans who, against all odds, have risen above adversity to achieve remarkable success. They have demonstrated that the youth of Uganda are not mere victims of circumstances, but rather agents of change. And of course, the Deputy Speaker has spoken about Honorable Chagulanyi. So he's a true representative of hope and perseverance in most of the Ugandans, especially with the youths. And furthermore, education is a powerful catalyst for hope. Uganda has been making steady progress in improving its educational system. Access to education is increasing, and the quality of learning is gradually improving. With knowledge comes the power to transform not only individual lives, but also the nation as a whole. So today's educated youths are tomorrow's leaders, tomorrow's innovators, and drivers of economic growth, which is a positive thing. Additionally, the entrepreneurial spirit among Ugandan youths is on the rise. Many young Ugandans are embracing entrepreneurship, starting businesses and driving innovation in various sectors, from agriculture to technology. And these initiatives not only create opportunities for themselves, but also contribute to the nation's economic development. The government of Uganda has recognized the importance of empowering its youths through programs such as the youth livelihood programs, and the government is providing financial support and resources to enable young people to start and sustain businesses and projects. These initiatives represent a concrete commitment to nurturing hope among the youth. So in today's interconnected world, access to information is crucial, and Uganda's youth are not left behind. The internet and technology have bridged gaps and expanded horizons. Young Ugandans can access educational resources, connect globally, and explore opportunities beyond their borders. This access to information opens doors to new possibilities and encourages the pursuit of dreams. So, let us have faith in the potential of Ugandan's youth to drive positive change and lead the nation to greater heights. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable leader, the leader of the majority, for your great insights. I didn't know we were really thinking the same things, but thanks for your insight. Now, our executive director, the floor is yours. Please, you can also give us your insights. Do you think we still have hope?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. So, Deputy Speaker, this motion you and I have debated before. It is not new because we still stand by that there is still hope for the youth in Uganda. Mr. Speaker, may I start by acknowledging the passionate youths who have not lost hope, regardless of how the country is being run under President Museveni. Some of them are here with us in the person of Right Honorable Kaoki Waswa, Right Honorable Kato Kimbuga, and then Right Honorable, yes, and then Right Honorable Leonidas Asime. The three of you have demonstrated that yes, indeed, there is hope. And I, from Ghana, I equally do have hope. For me, my hope is born on the fact that the current leaders of the country will not be there forever. They cannot cage the future, because regardless of how they would corner opportunities, destroy opportunities, or whatsoever terminology you might use, it cannot persist forever. The only country that has been able to successfully destroy the hope of even infants in the world currently is the state of North Korea. Let me inform youths in Uganda that North Korea is worse than what you are going through. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, in North Korea, you cannot even attend a high school because your parents would even have that money to send you to a high school. The universities that are in North Korea are only for the elites and the people who are part of the loyalty of Kim Jong-un. Food to eat is a struggle in North Korea. Absolutely. What you eat in Uganda If North Koreans have that, they will be the happiest people in this country or in this world because they end up eating either seaweed or clay because they don't even have that money to acquire that. To acquire a bicycle in North Korea is a hell. You have to work for about a year or two to even earn that. Now, even to talk of the social media that we have here, North Koreans don't even have access to technology. Museveni might try to learn from there, but he cannot take away technology because the current generation of Uganda have access to internet, and it will be an impossible thing to remove technology from the lives because technology is basically part and parcel of youth in Uganda. He cannot, the only thing he can do is maybe restrict access, and people from international communities will not be able to contact Ugandans. But he cannot wipe out technology. Mr. Deputy Speaker, may I state that Uganda is indeed different from North Korea. But I'm making this point to resound that your situation could have been worse. But have my assurance that it cannot be as bad as North Korea, but it rather improve and become like that of Ghana. In Ghana, the universal adult suffrage works, and the president only serves for a tenure of 4 years, renewable once. And whether we like it or not, Museveni will one day die, and the person to come after him would restore constitutional terms of two. Have my assurance on that. And by the time he will do that, you guys here would have been knowledgeable enough, well groomed enough to take up leadership roles. You'll be identified and be offered the opportunity to serve in numerous leadership roles. Mr. Deputy Speaker, in a world often undated with stories of adversities and despair, it is essential to shed light on the positive strides being made to empower and uplift the youth of Uganda. As I already said, I acknowledge the challenges that exist, with compelling evidence to demonstrate that hope is much alive. As I said, Uganda is actually better than other countries. I don't even want to talk about Zambia because their inflation is worse. Um, just may I ask, Uganda using shillings, right? Is it shillings? Which currency do you use, please?
Yeah, we use shillings.
Yes. Thank you very much. I'm aware that in Zambia, they use Zambia dollars, and the inflation is so bad that by the time you wake up and you come back, the price has changed. And it is not so in Uganda because that thing really kills hope. Because if, as of now, prices are this unstable, what about the future? But for God's sake, the shillings in Uganda are actually stable. Mr. Deputy Speaker, may I just outline just 3 points in my debate that there is hope for youth in Uganda. There are actually educational opportunities. It is one of the cornerstones of hope that lies for youth in Uganda in the realm of education. I'm aware that Uganda has taken a significant step to improve access to quality education, as the leader of Majority Party highlighted, focusing on primary and secondary schooling. And the universal primary education and the universal secondary education programs has greatly expanded educational opportunities for young Ugandans. This initiative has actually led to a substantial increase in school enrollment, giving millions of children the chance to receive an education once they are out. And as I stated previously, in South Korea it is not so. So indeed, there is hope for youth in Uganda. My second point is entrepreneurship and innovation. Mr. Deputy Speaker, youths in Uganda demonstrate remarkable entrepreneurial spirit and innovation, such as farming and then other entrepreneurial hubs. And I want to encourage the youth to do that because the white collar jobs are not that much. Mr. Deputy Speaker, highlighting my last point are youth empowerment programs, even stating the current platform that Youth Impact Movement has provided for a Uganda chapter of YIP. It is an empowerment program. The governmental and the non-governmental ones being rolled out are all to develop the youth. Mr. Speaker, to conclude, I still hold that there is indeed hope for youth of Uganda. I want to plead on youth of Uganda to not give up. If it is because of Museveni, he will die one day. And Bobby Wine will become the next president. I thank you.
Thank you very much for those beautiful words from our Executive Director. As we draw close to this debate, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for your participation, your insightful contributions, and your engagements in this vital discussion on hope for youth in Uganda. Without further ado, may all those in favor of the motion say yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, yes, the ayes have it. With that, I officially adjourn this debate and thank our speakers for their compelling arguments. The future is brighter for Uganda, not just for Ugandan youth leaders or youths, but for Uganda as a whole. Thank you and have a wonderful day.